Hello, welcome to another episode of Cracking the Cryptic, and I'll be attempting another tough Sudoku puzzle with some intriguing rules. Don't forget that you can get all of our apps with the various rule sets of puzzles on them on the links under the video, and indeed you can get our merchandise with our logos and bobbins and all sorts of things written on. They're all on the links under the video too, along with Sven's brilliant SUDOKU pad, and links to the Discord site and our Patreon channel, where you can find, what can you find on Patreon? Well, you can find all the extra content that we regularly publish. There are things like Sudoku hunts there. Every month there's a reward for the $2 patrons and a video about how to solve that reward for the $3 patrons later. There are all sorts of crossword solves, loads going on all the time. Anyway, we try and keep it very full to reward people who reward us. So thank you very much if you are a Patreon. Now, this has been sent in by Redundant, and it's called the Chip, I guess, because it looks like an integrated circuit. It looks a bit like the thing on my credit card anyway. But yeah, interesting. We've got 3 sets of rules, I think. Well, 2 sets of rules and 1 other cell to go along with normal Sudoku rules, which put 1 to 9 in each row, column and box. Grey lines are palindromes, so they read the same forwards and backwards. So that cell must be the same as that one, and that one must be the same as that one, etc. Black dots, we have crop key. Actually, I guess that's 2 rules. So a black dot joins 2 cells which have a 1:2 ratio. So this could be 4 and 8, for instance. A white dot joins 2 cells which have consecutive numbers. So that could be 7 and 8. And not all dots are shown. The grey circle is an odd digit. There's just 1 of them. Do give it a try on the link under the video. You can judge from the video length how hard it might be. Not always a super guide, but normally has some reliability. And I'm going to try now. So let's get cracking. We've got... Oh, well, let's look at that odd digit because it's on 2 crop key dots. Now, that is very helpful. The digits that can appear on black crop key dots are slightly limited because 5, 7 and 9 can't divide or multiply by 2 to give another Sudoku digit, so they cannot be involved. Now that only leaves 1 and 3 as possible odd digits, and we know what they would link to. In each case, 1 would link to a 2 through the black crop key dot, and 3 would link to a 6. They're on the palindromes. Oh, and they're all the same, because whatever that is, if it's 1, those are both 2. If it's 3, those are both 6. So these are all the same. So I'm going to colour those orange, say, and they join up to, oh, I see, they join up to other palindrome ends by white crop key dots. So these are definitely odd. And oh, and they connect up to black crop key dots. So again, these are 1s or 3s. They might be different from each other. Let's bear that in mind. No, they're not going to be, because they join up through a black crop key dot to this number. Now this isn't odd like that one was. In fact, it can't be odd because it's joining to an odd number. So it's double the odd number. It's either 2 or 6. But that does mean that all of these are the same as each other. So I'm going to colour them blue. I have no idea whether that... Do I know whether that is the same as this? If that's a 2, that's a 1... That's a 1. Oh no, I've got this wrong, haven't I? Okay, let's calm down. I've had this problem before where I see a crop key dot and I think about the black relation for a white crop key dot, or the other way around. So in fact, this is 1, 5 or 7. So let's remove what we put in there. This is, in fact, it could be 3. Yeah, this is consecutive with that number, not 1:2 ratio. Right, calm down about that, Mark. So 1 or 3, 5 or 7 here. Right, but it does become a black crop key neighbour, so it's not 5 or 7. Oh, so it's 1 or 3, and this must be 2. And that is actually pretty much given to us. We get a 1 in the circle. Now these could be 1s. Anyway, what's going on here? Still this applies. We get the 1 or 3 there, so that is 2 or 6. Actually, I can see this can't be a 1 because it would have to connect to a 2 on both ends by both types of Kropke relation. So actually, blue is a 3. That's a 6. And we've got a start. There'll be another 3 somewhere here. Another 2 somewhere here. Can't rule those out yet. And there'll be a 2, oh no, another 3 in one of 2 cells. 2, I suppose, there. 2 in one of those 2 cells. Oh, there is a form of symmetry going on with these 2s and 3s. Oh, and that rather peters out there. No, wait, it doesn't. That can't be a 2 because it's the same as that on the palindrome. And that's in the same box as a 2. So that's not a 2. So we get this as a 2. Then there's going to be a 2 down here. I suppose I'll keep colouring 2s for now where I can actually identify them. 3. Can that be a 3? That would put 6 there and there. Oh, I see these all link up. Look, this is a little chain of palindromes and white dots. Just like the other one was, I suppose. So I don't know what anything is, but I know what I'm going to do. I'll parity colour these. Because one of the sides of a white dot is always even and the other one is odd. Now, I don't know which is which, but those 2 are the same. Let's make them red. Those 2 are touching them, so they're yellow. At the other end of their line, they're yellow, but I'm not now doing identical digits. What I'm doing is odds and evens. And I might confuse myself badly doing this. I don't know. Maybe this is a silly thing to do. Let's just think about it for a moment. Obviously, those 2 reds see each other, so actually these are different numbers. So let's make that red-purple. With the yellow, I'm not sure. They could be the same or they could be different. Don't know. Don't think I know. What else can we learn? Excuse me, I will be back in a moment. Right, sorry about that. Now, we were saying that the yellows aren't necessarily the same, but they are the same parity. 2s, 3s, 1s. What are we looking at here? We haven't got much going on with 1. We know it's not orange. Oh, but these aren't colours we can rely on. In fact, purple is different from red. It's just the same parity. Why don't I just make that purple? Oh, look. Right, yes. Well, that has revealed something. What happens to red in the central box? Oh, this gets quite clever. Very clever. Let's not beat about the bush. Right. Red in the central box can't be in those cells because of the red there. The red here says it can't be in those cells. Now we know red isn't purple because it's in the same row 5. So which of these other 3 cells in the central box can be red? Not this one, because it's on a palindrome next to a red cell. So it's in one of these 2. Red is one of these 2, but here's a lovely reason this isn't red. Because that red joins to yellow, and that red joins to the same yellow, one with a white dot and one with a black dot. Now we're starting to wonder, is there a number that joins to the same number with a white dot and a black dot? And there is, but it's 1 and 2. Oh, good Lord, hang on a second. Honestly, people should be banned from ringing my doorbell while I'm recording, but then I'd have to get my packages some other way and that would be difficult. Right. Red, this can't be red because they both join to yellow, one by a white dot and one by a black dot. Now that is possible if they were 1 and 2, but they can't be 1 and 2 because there's a 2 in this box already. So that's not red, and now this is red. And although that's on a palindrome, it's not actually a helpful cell. Oh no, wait, it is. It's not a helpful cell on the palindrome because it's the center, so it doesn't reflect anywhere. However, we've got red there and red there, so we now know this is red. It can't be in the yellow or orange cell because the red here is different from yellow and orange. Wait, yellow, hang on, yes. I'm going to have to label these as a different form of yellow. Let's make them yellow-green. Sorry, I know that's not maybe clear to everybody, but that might be a different number from this one. But it's not red because red can't be yellow-green and red can't be yellow, so that's red. Okay, let's take this carefully now. Red is in one of these two cells and the other is orange and a 2. So that's a red-orange pair. And these are all different. Are they all different from yellow? Have we got any possible? Yes, I mean the possible overlap is between yellow and yellow-green. They could be the same. Should I be using these white dots at the end to link up these? I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what parity they are. I started colouring these on a parity basis. I mean, since then we've discovered that, well, we've extended red, we've differentiated it from purple. Ah, where is the extra purple? That can't be purple because it would see a purple. So there's another purple in one of those two cells. Now what's useful here? Orange. Now let's have a look. Let's have a look at yet another cell. Why not? Let's go dark grey for this one. And that's the same as this one on the palindrome. Now where does that go in the central box? Remember, it's not the same as any of those colours or yellow. So this is a completely new number. And where does dark grey go in the central box? Well, not in any of those cells, also not there or there. Also not there, because that reflects on this palindrome to there, so that becomes dark grey on the black Kropki dot. And it can't be 3 because it's there, and there's a 3 there, so we know that's not 3, which is a pity. I'd much rather it was 3, because then we'd get a jump on this palindrome. Anyway, this I think is going to have to be dark grey. Can't be next to yellow, or dark grey is different from yellow in the central box, different from blue in box 6. Yeah, that's fine. So that's dark grey. This can't be dark grey, so one of these two is dark grey. Now none of this is helping me find out what numbers they actually are, which is a little bit frustrating. Oh, but hang on. This is a black Kropki dot. And it can't have a 2 on it. Why haven't I seen that? It's either 3, 6 or 4, 8. Oh, can this be a 3? No, that can't be a 3 because it's the same as that, in the same box as a 3. So it's a 4, 8 Kropki dot. So yellow-green is 4 or 8. Dark grey is 4 or 8. This is next to 4 or 8 on a consecutive Kropki dot. So it's odd. It's 5, 7 or 9. This is 5, 7 or 9. This yellow is different from... No, we don't know if it's different from that yellow, but we do know this purple is different from red. And this can't be 3. Again, that's 5, 7 or 9. Ah, and this yellow-green cell links these two. And therefore it must be 8, linking 7 and 9. Do you see it's consecutive with both purple and red? So it could be 4 in one case, but it can't be 4 in the other for purple and red to be different. So that is 8, and that feels like an advance. I still don't know if it's the same as this. Maybe we'll get to that. This red and purple are now 7 and 9. So that's 7 and 9. Where's the other end of this palindrome? Here, 7 and 9 there. And they're, well, they must be these 8s, mustn't they? Aren't they the same? They're effectively joined by yellow. Yeah, they must be 8 as well. And now this dark grey is 4. Got an absolute rainbow explosion all over the grid. Right, so maybe it might be worth taking out the colours now. I don't know. No, bear with me. Okay, well I can at least reduce those back to yellow. They are definitely all yellow. So there's a yellow down here. No, it can't be here because that can't be yellow. So that's yellow or 8. I think I am going to get rid of the colours. I think they've done their job. Ah, maybe not the purple and red ones. I don't know. Let's leave. I can't decide at all. Let's leave the colours. There, you see, that's got interesting. I've marked these up as 2, 7 and 9 because red is 7 or 9. Orange is 2, so that's all the candidates. And suddenly I've noticed that's a triple. 8, 2, 7, 9, 3 there. So that can't be. Grey is 4, so 4's up there somewhere. These 3 are from 1, 5 and 6. They're the unfinished numbers. Yes, maybe I'm beginning to wonder if there's enough cells left to disambiguate. Oh look, that's on a white dot with a 3 and it's not 4, so that's a 2. So that fixes 2 up there. Yeah, I'm wondering if there's enough clues left to disambiguate. We've got to sort out 9 and 7. We haven't placed any 5s. We've just got 1 dot that we haven't really looked at all. Oh, it just doesn't feel like there's enough. That can't be 4 because it reflects there. And therefore it's 4 up here. So that is 1, 5 or 6 as well, which is sitting there too. This one is also 1, 5 or 6. 8, 2, 3, 4. What's this? This could be the purple 7, 9. Right, are there cells that both purple and red 7 and... Oh look, this is a 1, 5, 6 triple along here. That's very... Oh, so that puts 1, 5 or 6 on both bits of this palindrome. This cannot be a 1 because of its column. And that's on the palindrome. Now, this can't be a 3 anymore. So we place 3. That gives us a 3 up here. Okay, I'll make the 3s blue. There we go. And we're left with 2 3s to go. Oh no, that's a 3. We're done with 3s. We can put that one in and that one. And there we go. All the blues done. Well, let's get rid of blue colour now. So I could use it again for something else. Hopefully I won't have to. How are we doing on 2s? That's not a 2. That's a 2. So that's orange. This one's red. We get a 2 here as well, and that's all the 2s done. Yep, I'm going to remove that colour too. Just don't need it anymore. Oh, failed. There we go. So now we've got useful colours left. Red, purple, dark grey and yellow. Right, this white dot, it's on a dot with a 5 or 6 and it can't be 4. So it's 5, 6 or 7. Wouldn't it be useful if it was 7? It would have to be a purple 7. It would make all the purples 7. And I don't know why it should or shouldn't be 7. Just that I'd like it to be. 2, 3, 8, 4. Which of these is 7? I don't know. Now we haven't filled up quite as much property in the grid as I'd hoped. Wow, what am I missing here? This is the same as this. Doesn't look very helpful. This is the same as this. So how about that and that? Can't be 2, 3, 4, 8. I don't know. Are there cells where red and purple see each other? Yes, these can't be purple. Right, one of these is purple. Let's at least mark that. One of these is purple. That can't be purple or red. Must be a few more cells like that around, which might help a little bit. I can't see. Can't see how. Oh, here's a little notion. There must be a 6 on this pair of cells because it's either 5, 6 or 6, 7. So there must be a 6 on this pair as well because that's the same as that. 2, 4, 6, 3. That doesn't really get much done, does it? Can these be the same? Oh, maybe can these be the same? Because they're forced to be the same if those on the palindrome are not. Then these would be purple. And that would leave a purple here. 8. Let's mark a few 8s. 8 must be in one of those 2 cells, and one of those 2 cells, and one of those 2 cells. Ah, and there. Okay, that's the only place for 8 in column 8, column 7. That's what I should have thought of. We get another digit. Let's put them in yellow, and okay, I'll go full hog and mark them in half yellow up there. Now red has to be down here in one of these cells. Oh, and red has to be in one of those cells with yellow. So they're from 7, 8 and 9. And purple, oh, it has to be somewhere. This, no, that could be purple if purple is 7. This is 7 or 9 because that's all that's left in the column. In fact, those can't be 1 or 5, and they're on these 2 palindromes. That 6 was much more helpful than I was allowing. 1, 5 pair there. So I've got 6, 7 and 9 to put in here. That is from 6, 7 and 9. This 7 or 9 is not red, so it is purple. That means purple up here is in one of these 2 cells. They're from 7, 8, 9 as well. Purple, oh yeah, it's in one of these 2. That's how I got there. Oh, we've surely got closer. Right, one of those is a 6. One of each of those is a 6. Oh, that can't, yeah, again, I'm forced back onto, I'd love to know which one of these 2 is purple. That would really advance the cause. But I cannot see it. 2, 7, 9, 8, 3 there. The trouble is 1, 5 and 6 are useless. Maybe I should think about 4 a bit more. I mean, I presume there's going to be a 5 on this pair, because otherwise how does 5 get disambiguated? Because 1's not going to, is it? So I think by uniqueness there probably is a 5 in these cells, but I can't, it's not fair to use that. It's not what we like to do. these two are not 1, 2, 3, 8, 7. Oh no, they could include 7 or 9. Ah, I think they must include 7 or 9 because that's 7 and 9, so they're not there. So one of those is here, and the other one, the red one, is in one of these two cells. Yes, of course. That's quite simply seen. So the red one is down here. Oh, come on, come on, come on. These, how could, if these were purple, that would be purple. One of those would be purple, and that would be purple yet again. It really does seem like all roads lead to purple. If those were purple, which is the alternative in these pairs, then we'd have purple here. Oh, I don't know where else. That is purple. It's not as helpful. And it doesn't even rule purple out of being here again. So I don't know why that gets done. 1 is in one of those. Ah, look, 1 in this box. 1, of course, we've got the given, or the first digit we got 1. 1 is in one of those two cells. That's incredibly helpful because it means this isn't a 1, it's a 5. That's on the palindrome. Well, and I mean, it sorts out all these other 1s anyway, so that's not a 1. Right. Now, those aren't 5s. That's a 1-6 pair. I'm not sure these 5s and 1s are going to feed anywhere else in the grid. We get a 1 somewhere there. Oh, they don't. How about this column? Right, we end up with a 6-4 pair up here. So that's not a 6, so it's 7 or 9, and that's purple. Right, that is helpful. And that's the same on the palindrome. So we now know that's purple. That is going to make this a 7 and not a 5 after all. Anyway, I think that's what happened. Yellow. So yellow is there. That's red. Now come on, keep feeding around. Yes. That is 7 or 9. So purple is now down here with red. So that's a 7-9 pair. Purple there and purple here means purple here. That is purple, and now we know suddenly that purple is 7. So apart from those cells I don't know, we can fill them all in. We know that red is 9. Let's take out the dubious. Red is 9 in all those cells. 8 is yellow. We knew that before, but we placed a couple more of them. This is 6 on the Kropki dot, and therefore on the palindrome. And those aren't. This one is the last one in its box. That's a 5. That fixes 1 on the palindrome. Central box is done. We've got another last in its box over here, which is 9. Better colour that. Oh, it can't. It's not 9 because there's a 9 there. It's 6. That's better. We don't colour that. We've got 1, 4, 5 up here. Then we can place their order. 4, 1, 5. That's a 6. My goodness, we're suddenly actually approaching a finish, I think, here. Let's get the colouring right. That's not red or indeed any useful colour, whereas that is red. Down here we still don't know, but never mind. Let's do the stuff at the top of the grid. 9, 5, and we've got a 6-4 pair. The palindrome doesn't help. That's 6 or 4 as well. Now in this row we've got 1 and 5, and we can do those. A 1-4 pair down here go in. What's in these? 5, 7. I still don't know how they work. This is a 5, so that tells me how the 5, 7 work. 7, 9, 6 there. Let's tidy up the colouring. So that's now red. That one is purple. That's nothing. That's purple. This is red, and that is not. And I reckon we can put in, oh look, I've not done this 4 and 6. Then we go down, put 9 and 4. Actually, I can colour the 4s, can't I? I've probably got a few left. There we go. But that looks like the colouring is pretty much complete. Sorry if I've missed a cell somewhere. 9 and 4, and that is the solution. What a clever puzzle. Rainbow effect on the chip in the end. Really interesting how the odd digits sparked off the Kropki dots, which led through the palindromes back to the white Kropki dots. Brilliant. I mean, it's a really clever combination variant Sudoku there. Really enjoyable. Thanks so much to Redundant for sending it. Thank you for watching as always. Hope to see you soon on the channel. Bye for now.